So Black Girls Rock, that's what we're here to talk about today. I'm Ray. Let's get to it. Black Girls Rock, if y'all didn't watch, it came on Tuesday night on BET, and SZA opened the show singing Normal Girl. Oh, 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 I wish I was a normal girl. He like it when I get aggressive. He love when I say to you. So Taraji P. Henson comes out with her natural hair, and I said, now wait a minute. We ain't never seen Taraji P. Henson with the natural hair. I mean, at least not in Empire and in anything recently. So she came out with her natural hair, and she said, you know, if I'm going to be in a room full of black girls, I got to show them the natural roots at least once. Because the rest of the night, she was in her wig, at her bob for the rest of the night. Anthony Anderson presented Yara Shahidi with Young Gifted and Black Award. She deserves it. Yara Shahidi is a visionary. I love her on Blackish. She's also a activist just like her parents. I didn't know she was oh Lord, don't let me get it wrong. But she's something. She's something from Africa. And her dad is actually Middle Eastern. So I didn't know that. But Yara Shahidi, she had applied to 8 prestigious universities and got accepted to all of them. And she is going to Harvard, same as Malia. And I saw a bunch of people trying to pair them together as friends on Twitter. And she let everyone know that she's going to be taking a year off or a year in between schooling. So congratulations to Yara Shahidi. You're great. We love you. Keep going, girl. Keep going. Rutina Wesley from Queen Sugar, she is so beautiful to me. She honored Haben Girma, who was the first deaf and blind graduate of Harvard. And she is a disability rights lawyer. Now, when I was watching her, I was like, you know what? All these excuses that I be giving about being too tired, about not having enough time in the day, I mean, that right there just shut me all up. So congratulations to her. There were a lot of awards and presentations and commercials and different stories on different women, social activists and community leaders and people throughout the night who have done and gone that extra mile, like the Muslim woman who represents America in the Olympics in fencing. She wears her hijab. And then there was a doctor who had done great things. And then 2 sisters who started some organization where they find missing people of color. And it was just a night just full of just life and greatness for Black women. And the room, you could tell it smelled like cocoa butter and olive oil and coconut oil. You could just tell the richness of the room. It just felt good to watch it and know that I'm a Black woman, I'm a Black girl who rocks, and to know that we have a positive movement just for us. I love it. I love it. Suzanne Shank, I actually didn't even know who she was until this. I'm gonna look her up and look more into her and who she is and what she does. They said she was like a millionaire, billionaire, and she's like the pinnacle of the finance industry, and she was sharing some of her story. And I know I've seen her before, but I don't really know what she does, so I'm gonna look into her. But she was honored. Wood Harris presented her an award. Lettucey was singing. I remember when my friend Denise introduced me to Lettucey, and she is just an effortless singer. Instead of just parking and barking, that's what we used to call it back in the day when I was a music major. Instead of just parking and barking, she was moving through that stage and, moving her hips and snapping and clapping, and her background singers were on. Singing backup is one of the hardest jobs because you got to be there when the artist isn't there. And you almost got to be able to sing better than, I don't know who could sing better than Lettucey, but it was great. She just had great energy altogether. She delivered that song. She delivered that set. Like I said, the backup singers were on point. Standing ovation. Even Issa is the woman of the year, okay? She is winning all around. Like I said, if y'all not into Insecure, I had to convince somebody the other day to get into the show. It's so weird to me when people aren't into it. Anyway, Issa wins an award. Jay Ellis, the one who plays Lawrence, presented her an award. I can't even remember the name of the award, but when they call her up there, she is glowing because she has on like rose gold and her hair was beautiful and her eyeshadow looked great. She just looked great. In her speech, and what I've noticed with her acceptance speeches is they kind of dwell back into that area in her life where she first figured out that she was awkward and first figured out that it was okay. And she started naming different points in her life where she was, not the prettiest or not the most popular or not the funniest. And then she just realized that she was she reached a point where she stopped mentioning things that she wasn't and started appreciating what the Lord blessed her with and who she was. So that was powerful, because we all do that, right? We compare ourselves and it's inevitable. You always are thinking like, what more can I do to be this way? And what can I improve about myself? But you never really take the time to realize like, I'm all right. Like, I'm all right today. Like, we could take a break and appreciate the small things about yourself. You know, I might need a fill, but at least I got nails. My edges might not be laid, but at least they lay down enough for this video. That's all I'm saying. You know, just the small things. Just the small things. So Issa Rae, she is winning. She's winning this year. She can do no wrong. My Black is beautiful. Black girls rock. Love you, Issa Rae. Tiffany Haddish, another girl winning this year. She comes out, she presents an award also to the woman who represents America in the Olympics. I believe she said in the fencing field. She wears her hijab. Everyone is just representing. Now, if you are a young Black girl, this is who you should be watching. These women that represent themselves at Black Girls Rock, because they are out here doing things, making things happen, and totally defeating the odds. And remember, the odds are always stacked against you, because you're Black, because you're a woman, because you're young, because, you know, you may not have had the best opportunities presented to you, or you weren't prepared or set up like some other people, but you have got to make a way. And if you feel like you don't have anyone, just remember that all of us Black women, we stand together. And if we don't, you got to pull that one aside and be like, hey, we supposed to be in this thing together. We in it together. So that's what Black Girls Rock is about. And that's why I love the show. Tasha Cobbs, she was trying to turn that thing out in there. She was trying to bring everybody in. She was trying to start a praise session. It didn't happen. BET is good about, you know, getting the gospel artists, like rushing them on off, because they know we ain't got no ushers in here, and we ain't got time to be pulling people up when they fall out. You know, we got to put the prayer cloth on them. We ain't got time for all that. But Tasha Cobbs, she is a good one for bringing you in. I'm telling you, she will take you right on in. I seen her live probably about a year ago now, and I was in the church just, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. I was about to be gone. It was about to be done. Her choir behind her, it was all women in Black, and some of them dresses was a little sexy now, but they was all in the back, and they was singing too. Like, oh, I can appreciate a good singer, especially when you live and stuff. Beverly Bond, you made sure to get singers. Now, Maxwell presented Roberta Flack the Living Legend Award, and she came up in her wheelchair, and she was making me emotional, just like Rutina Wesley. I mean, she was saying how, you know, people also didn't think she was the prettiest, and thought she was fat. And then she just cracked a little joke like, y'all didn't laugh on that part. Something about listening to an older Black woman speak about things, it feels great to be able to soak it up like a sponge and take the things that you need and that comfort, and to know you're not alone, and to know that even though times change, people don't really change all that much. And the people that do, you hold on to them and you keep them in your spirit, because that is an uncommon thing. People ain't around here all striving for change. Believe it or not, a lot of people are stuck in their old ways and they don't want to be moved. I shall not be moved in the bad way, all right? So Roberta Flack, she was being honored. So NDRE was singing down. I mean, them runs, I cannot even replicate them runs. I got to get my run game back up. But her and Tyrese were singing to each other. It sounded great. Beverly Bond, who is, if you all don't know, she is the creator of the show. I was watching the Breakfast Club interview where she said Black Girls Rock was all it was in the beginning was a t-shirt idea. So that to me just let me know, like, this little YouTube thing and starting your own brand, it really is all up here first and all right here. Like, whatever it is that you want to do, you got to believe it and you got to support that thing enough first, and then other people will follow suit. If I only get 10 views a week, well, I'm working with them 10 views a week. But when she said it started off as a shirt, you know, I think 10 or 12 years ago, might even be more. And then, you know, people just caught on to it, and then it was a conference type of thing. And then people start picking it up, and she said she had trouble with public speaking. So she was a DJ. Actually, DJ Envy knew her, and, you know, they all knew of her. And she was saying that she had the crates that she would bring with her, and they were full of different records. Bring tins, crates and crates and crates of records, and she just took her craft seriously. So public speaking was not a strong suit of hers. But she eventually realized she was going to have to speak sooner or later. She tackled it head on. And now, although it's still not something she enjoys, she understands the purpose of it. And even with her nonprofits and this whole revolutionary that she's created, we are extremely grateful, Beverly, that you even took the time to do something like that, because Black Girls Rock is a huge thing now. Went off on a tangent. She presented Solange the Rockstar Award, and Solange actually had some nice things to say too. If you remember her album that came out, I think last year, the end of last year or the beginning of this year, A Seat at the Table, it was like the Black girls anthem. I mean, the whole album was just filled with songs. Don't Touch My Hair, Cranes in the Sky, all types of songs that were just hit home and made you feel as a Black woman empowered and unforgotten about, and just I love Black people. Anika Nani Rose, did y'all see that haircut, that new haircut? When she comes back on the quad, I wonder if she's gonna have that haircut or if she's gonna be rocking a wig. But that haircut was edgy, it was nice. I don't know if anybody caught on to who she was or what was going on, but that haircut was nice. It made a statement, girl. I liked it. Anthony Hamilton and the Hamiltons also performed. What can I say? Anthony Hamilton always sings down. It's nothing new. Nothing new. We got a sneak peek of Taraji P. Henson's Proud Mary. Can't wait to see that. Another action film, but this time with a Black woman. I can't think of his name, but Jussie Smollett and the other dude from Jumping the Broom, I think. They come out with Maxine Waters. She got both her arms on them. I said, all right, Auntie Maxine, reclaiming my time. They brought her out and they said they wanted to present the Social Humanitarian Award to Auntie Maxine Waters. Now, y'all know she is a councilwoman. She is our auntie in our head, and she is, what they're saying is, favored by all millennials. Now, she got up there. Her acceptance speech was right on time. All those haters, all those alt-rights to the left, alt-left, alt-right, she's not going to let them hush her voice. She will continue to speak for us. Thank you for the Black woman who supported her. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. So we all love Auntie Maxine. Now, she brings the truth, and she is about it, okay? She's not for sugarcoating. She brings it to you direct. But she's been in her career field for over 40 years. Okay, so that's a subject matter expert right there. That's what we say in the military. Use a SME at that point. We close the show out with Taraji P. Henson on the turntables, trying to mix it up. Tiffany Haddish dancing. It was just a great time. It was a great time to be a Black girl. It's a great time to be affiliated with Black women, Black girls, because that's the thing about Black Girls Rock. People think that when you have a show celebrating one epidemic or one race or one category, that you cannot be included because you're not that. You can be included. You can just celebrate those people, because the thing is, we are so oppressed and looked down upon all the time, and having to carry the load of so many things, and you have to be more strong than you can be weak, and you have to be more confident than you can be self-conscious. You cannot be self-conscious in a world where it's not celebrated to be who you are. So when they create things where they are celebrating who you are and where you come from and your heritage and different leaders in what you do, why not tune in and why not be a part of that? And why not tweet and share and laugh and have a good time and feel the warmth? I love it. If you didn't watch Black Girls Rock, I'm sure it's still available online somewhere. You guys gotta watch it. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite performances were. If I had to pick one, it's hard. Now, they were all good. They were all great. But, I mean, when you put them in next to each other, I mean, how can you? Tasha Cobbs, because the Lord comes first, okay? And she's singing about my Lord Jesus Christ. She had to take me on in. So, Tasha first. Ledisi, maybe Ledisi second, because she just, woo! And then India.Arie, because she came back. Now, she ain't been singing. Oprah interviewed her on her last podcast. If y'all not into these podcasts, y'all got to get into them. I, too, have a podcast called Just Trying to Figure It Out on SoundCloud. Y'all can get to the link, actually, in the description box. I'm dropping a new, there should be another one out tomorrow if I hold myself accountable. So these podcasts, this is a whole new epidemic. Anyway, we're going to stop ranting. I'm Ray. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video on Black Girls Rock. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to my channel. Bye.